For my DiscoverE project and presentation, I'm going to demonstrate Nearpod, and you can see I'm signed in here. I have 3 different published lessons. 2 I've already created for a class, and then 1 that I've created for all of you. When you click here, you can start a live session, you can start a homework session, or you can edit your presentation. I'm going to start a homework session so you could see what that might look like. And you can see it'll create a pin that you can share, or what I use is I'll create the link and then add this to Blackboard for homework sessions. We'll copy and paste it, and then it will download, and I just start the session. I have my name there, click send, and I'm going to shortly review a very short presentation I created for a course session, highlight the components, and discuss all the things we were supposed to put together for our presentation today. You can see here I've already created PowerPoint presentations for many of my classes to use in a lecture style or whole group discussion. And what's great about Nearpod is that all these I've created I can now import. So I'm not really creating any new PowerPoint presentations, but rather I get to include interactive activities throughout my PowerPoint presentation like I did here. This is what they call a draw it interactive activity, so students can draw how they feel about this statement. So they can add a star, students could add text if they wanted to by typing in, and it has a certain color. And in a homework session, they would click send, and then you as the instructor can review all of their answers. Here's something from my PowerPoint presentation, and it's going to start essentially discussing the topic for the week. Now with these slides, it's really easy. If you wanted to add voiceover, you can record your audio using any preferred app. I use QuickTime, and then through Nearpod you can just add the audio to this slide and it will play automatically. I uploaded a video, and here I'll show you. It demonstrates as soon as you click on the video it will play automatically.
Student beats up substitute teacher for giving.
This is one of the features that you got to look out for when you're doing a live session. Students will either have to all wear headphones to watch the video, and then you wait until they're all done watching on their tablet, or if you project it on the screen for the whole class, ask students to have their headphones in or turn the volume off on their tablets when they get to this slide. I've embedded this video, but you can also link directly to YouTube. The amount of storage that you have and the number of YouTube videos that you include needs to be limited if you use the free version, but the good news is Fresno State has a site license, so we get the upgraded version and we can include as many videos as we want. Here's another draw it slide that asks students to do something. So draw and send, and again I can get that feedback. And then I've also included some short answer questions that for the homework session, or you could include this in a live session. Now if they click send without answering it, I will see that. So, and they will see that they have not included an answer. It will show up as 0% on their report. So again, just ending, you can see again my PowerPoint slides are included throughout, which again makes it super nice because I'm not really creating a whole lot of new material for the Nearpod presentations. This is a slideshow, so just to give you an overview again, we love these for education. My students attend class after a long day of field work, so if I were to lecture to them, they would fall asleep and I would get horrible reviews. So having something like this is really necessary. And it also demonstrates the technology they can use in their classrooms. As I said, the interactive activities are free, and I'll review what those are in a little bit. You get immediate formative feedback for each student when you're teaching, so it's wonderful for engagement. And it includes, I think Nearpod is a little better than Socrative or Poll Everywhere because you can seamlessly integrate it into your PowerPoint presentation and link it to the class session. You can use existing slides or create them from PowerPoint or Google. It's really easy to add images or videos, audio or websites, and of course we love the homework sessions. The cons are, like I described before, the audio plays on each individual device. You need the upgraded version for several features that you can see listed here. You can't record the presentation, although all of your students' responses will be recorded, and you can look at your reports later, but you can also write over the app during a presentation. So this is not like explain everything. There will be a learning curve when you put these presentations together, and when you add activities or when you want to add websites. But once you've practiced with Nearpod, it should be fairly simple to start adding more activities. And then the free version has limited memory, so make sure that you get the paid version with Fresno State. If you want to project for the whole class, you need to have a tablet and a computer. So you would use your tablet for presenter mode to drive the presentation along, and then you would connect your computer to a projector and sign in as a student. There's no real way around that. Again, no writing tools within the app, but I love the homework sessions for flipped instruction or weekly online modules. So if I can't be there, I can assign a Nearpod presentation and students are still interacting. I think when you're creating your lessons, you need to use your computer and not your tablet. It'll just make life a lot easier as you add activities or rearrange items. And the audio function, again, is fairly easy to use. Student engagement is really maximized with Nearpod. So you can have formative assessment results. Everyone's contributing to the presentation at the time, and you can see if you need to review content right there as you talk about it. And these are all the types of interactive elements that are included in Nearpod. And lastly, the collaborative project that we might use is I would use a jigsaw activity and include everything they would need within the Nearpod. So this is an example of what they might use for a Google Doc, and then I would include the articles in the Nearpod presentation. And again, Nearpod will open up a web page directly. So it's a really great software feature. Here, again, I'll go back to my home page. And right here, you can see the reports. So this is, I've accessed this one. It'll show one student has accessed it. And then it'll tell me 75% participation because I answered a few of the questions. And then you can go through and look at all of the different ones.